Good evening and welcome to tonight's contest. We're here at Sessions Field where the Johnson & Wales University Wildcats take on your CIU Rams. We'll get to the starting lineups for Johnson & Wales. At goalkeeper we have Mason Graham. For number 3, Josiah Davison. Forward, Elijah Washington at the defender. And number 4, Jack Waters. At the midfield, number 6, we also have number 7, Juan Santana. We also have Evan Retzel, number 17, and as well as number 19, Christopher Haynes. Number 22, Victor Lecuro. Number 24, Samari Collins. Number 26, Ross Garrison. And number 47, Connor Zafar. Now for your CIU Men's Soccer 2021 starting lineups. At goalkeeper, number 1, we have Hazel Lay. Number 4, Rafael Carnaio. Number 5, Michael Abango. Number 6, Eduardo Agar. Number 10, Romalo Barreto. Number 11, Praise Caba. Number 19, Jan Fozeb. Number 21, Giuliano Maglio, as well as number 28, Brian Melinda, number 29, Sony Quintanilla, and then number 44, Marlon Williams. My name is Lawrence Thompson, along with my good friend Corey.
Yep, we're here, Sessions Field, ready to kick off another season, Lawrence. The energy's in the air. You know, you can feel it this time of year, not just with soccer. All across the campus, especially coming off the year we had last year with the virus and the implications that had on our different sports around here. It's just really exciting to be back out here, ready to watch some soccer action. I'm
ready as well. This is my first year here, and I've definitely seen the excitement around campus. Definitely ready to get this match started. One of a lot of games to come this season.
No doubt. We'll see how the boys respond here early. Always interesting in an opener. See what kind of nerves the guys have, as well as how they start.
Strong run by Brian Molina. Cross just behind the post. And Mason Graham with the goal kick.
A lot of back and forth so far. Obviously, that's to be expected for the first game of the season.
And the first throw in for the game will be for the Rams.
First throw in for the game for the Rams. Passes it into number 19. Crosses over to the field. Number 21 has the ball. Cross it into the box. A shot on goal. Misses
and
far left.
Giuliano,
that'll be a
the touchline, another goal kick.
Goal kick for the Wildcats.
Looking for big things from Giuliano this year, I believe. Is he a junior or senior? I believe he's a junior, excuse me. Nonetheless, an upperclassman. Interesting to see how he fills in. Starting this first game in the forward spot. Big shoes to fill from last season with the loss of, I can't remember his name, but he was really good.
I believe it's Raheem Gordon.
There you go, Raheem Gordon. That's why you're here, Lawrence.
Yeah, he's the obviously the top goal scorer from last year. So they're going to, obviously, like Corey said, have big shoes to fill to get some goals scored this year. While we're on that subject, they also lost the goalkeeper from last year, Dom. He brought a lot of experience to this CIU squad, starting and playing for CIU for 3 or 4 years. So that's also a position to keep your eye on. Obviously, Hazel Lay is the starter for this year. And there's a goal. Wow. Early, Sonny Cantadillo puts it home And the first goal of the season
Rams take
for
on
the CIU Rams.
There you go, Sonny. We love to see that. And Lawrence, speaking of Dom, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that Dom is on staff now.
Yes, he is
as a
on
grad
staff.
assistant. So that's you always love to see that.
That is awesome to see. He's a grad assistant goalkeeper for CIU this season.
Rams 1-0.
The Rams up 1-0 early in the game. Only about 3 minutes have passed. A good start for the Rams so far this season. Hopefully we can get some more of those goals coming this year.
Absolutely, no doubt. And always, like we talked about, the nerves early, get a goal 3 minutes into the game. That's got to calm everybody down. And obviously, with this opener, Johnson and Wales, USCAA team. So really, I think the goal in this game for the coaching staff and the players is to really just shake the rust off and obviously come out with a win. But more than anything, I think shake the rust off. And as we can see from the start, looks like it should be a pretty easy contest for the Rams. It looked like a handball there from Cowboy. But.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you talked about the getting the rust off. CIU had a scrimmage scheduled earlier this season, but obviously got canceled because of weather. So this is truly their first time on the pitch this season. I believe Johnson Wales doesn't have a game on their schedule either. So both of these teams starting and playing for 2021 season for the first time.
Yeah, which is always hard. You want to play those scrimmages to kind of do exactly that. Shake the rust off, get the nerves out right away of kind of that adrenaline of being on the field for the first time. So that is tough. I believe was that scrimmage supposed to be last week?
Yes, it was supposed to be last week.
So
just had a corner kick into the box. CIU still takes possession. It looks like a foul will continue to be CIU's ball.
I don't know. That looked clean to me. I know. You know what's interesting, Lawrence, to see is always to start the year, the officials. And I'm probably not the best person to talk to about soccer. But,
right.
Officials, I think, for the most part, get coached to be pretty strict to start the year.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to be more of a fan of, letting the kids play a little bit. Wow. Opportunity.
Long throw, bobbled by the keeper.
An opportunity, but they missed left of the goal.
And it'll be a goal kick.
Like Corey said, the ball was bobbled by the keeper, but he managed to stay away, managed to prevent a goal from happening again.
That could have been detrimental. Mason Graham, sophomore. Not sure if he was in goal last year a lot, but that was a golden opportunity there. I don't think the Rams will misfire on too many of those opportunities tonight.
As we talk about some of the players that are out today, we have Jonathan Mueller, one of the players. He's out with injury,
Ball played out
on injured reserve, so we'll hopefully have him back in a couple of weeks.
Johnny's a good kid. Wish him nothing but the best. Hopefully he has a full recovery. I think he's going to be a big part of the team this year, emotional leader. Obviously, see his face around campus a lot. I think he'll be big time this year for Coach Brindley. Hey, Giuliano. Wow.
And attempted half volley there by Marlon Williams. Wide.
Don't think that could have been farther away from the goal, but
another nice cross.
I dig the attempt.
I dig the attempt. Good effort from Marlon Williams. Definitely was a little high. But so far, I think CIU's dominated the game so far with possessions and has really kept the ball on the opposite side of the field, which is good to see starting off.
There's a nice little run there.
The ball touched out by the Wildcats. Be a throw in for the Rams.
Yeah, you touched on it, Lawrence, with Johnny and some of these other guys out. A lot of freshmen starting here this first game. Not sure if we'll see that all year, but I think it was at least what, 3 or 4?
It was definitely 3 or 4, and I think that's pretty good, getting the rust off those freshmen, especially going up and playing in a higher division of soccer.
Yeah, for the first time.
For the first time, that's really good for them, especially early in the season. Not to say that these games don't count, but it'll help them going into conference play.
Without question. Without question. That's the goal. That is without question the goal. No pun intended.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of puns over the course of the season.
Yeah, they tend to pop up here and there. Ooh. Ooh, little fella.
Rams throw.
Gonna be another Rams throw in on the left side of the field, close to the JWU bench.
Like you mentioned, Lawrence, early, definitely one of the storylines of the game is just possession time, which obviously is a clear mark of a more skilled and talented team. But every time Johnson and Wales gets possession, there's not a lot of control. They haven't really completed too many passes as far as just possessing the ball. So we'll see if that trend continues. But
I think that's a testament to CIU and the pressure that they're putting on the ball, making sure that when they're dribbling, they don't feel comfortable. That was just unfortunate for them.
Yeah, that's Sports Center, not top 10. That was right to the back of the dome piece.
It's a missed touch right there for JWU. Rams throw in on our side of the field.
26 Ross Garrison, listed at 6'4". He looks 6'4" to you, Lawrence?
He doesn't look 6'4" to me.
I didn't know that was a soccer thing too. I know in basketball you boost your height up a couple inches.
Yeah, they definitely boosted it on that one. But now I'm not one to judge on height because I'm not the tallest person, but definitely not 6'4".
You are one to judge, Lawrence.
Another possession in the box for CIU was deflected by a JWU defender. A shot on goal goes high.
And
it'll be a goal kick for the Wildcats again. I keep talking about this, but there's a lot of attack for the CIU Rams so far. A lot of the game so far has been on the attack rather than the defense, and that's really good and really promising so far. I think now with the lead, CIU is just aiming to be patient and control the clock a little bit, control the possession, and not give JWU another shot at goal, which they've done a pretty good job of so far.
I don't know how any of those people on the bench can even see the game. With the sun, I mean, this sun is a gorgeous night for an opener, but I don't think any of them can see very well, just based off their body language.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Rams throw.
I believe that's a slide tackle.
A slide tackle, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
It'll be a Rams throw on the bench side of the field.
Oh.
Looks like it possibly be a, there we go.
Foul call. free kick for the Rams.
Foul called. Free kick for the Rams. An opportunity for the Rams to put on another point on the board.
There you go, Barreto.
A lot of slide tackling going on over there on the side of the field. Very aggressive
Foul call.
play.
Another free kick for the Rams.
I think one of the cool things about this roster, Lawrence, just the way it's set up. We talked about some of the young guys, and especially once they're back at full strength,
For sure.
it's a good mix. You know, you got Barreto out here, and once Johnny's back, and Carnero, and some of these guys that really were big contributors last year, and then you kind of mix in the freshmen. I don't know. I think it'll be pretty interesting to see how this team develops and looks, because they're really not super young. Obviously, there's a lot of freshmen right now, but once they're back at full strength, you probably won't see all of those guys on the field. So I don't know. It should be an interesting mix.
I think the freshmen do have a good opportunity to get some playing time and to help this team. I know Coach Brindley speaks high on his freshmen and his newcomers.
As well, what's so cool this year is just them being able to have their whole team. Last year, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there were 3 or 4 of his players Coach Brindley's players, that couldn't even make it to the States, just trying to get back. And, you know, all the flights canceled, and, you know, all the hoops you had to jump through for that.
Yeah.
So he didn't even have a full roster last year. It's an impressive
Impressive back pedal for number 5.
Did you see that back pedal?
Yes, he was gone, moving.
That was next level.
Obviously, you're a basketball coach. How do you grade that back pedal?
Oh, I mean, I don't think I've seen a back pedal like that in my life. That was full extension. I couldn't even tell how his body was moving like that. Was that Michael Obongo?
Just to remind everybody to.
Is that who that was? Number 5?
Number 5, yep. Yep, Michael Obongo.
Freshman.
Now, he looks 6'4".
Lawrence, you took the words out of my mouth. That is
So
that's a tree of a freshman right there.
He's listed as 6'2", but I think he's standing right next to number 20 number 26 who is listed as.
Yeah, that guy's not over 5'10".
Yeah. No shot.
What's his name? Ross Garrison? Sorry, Ross. Ooh. There's an attack there. That was probably the first shot on goal, I think, for the Wildcats. There.
Definitely.
Or maybe, I think they had
the first
one
shot
earlier.
They had one. It definitely sailed high. First attack on goal for the Wildcats. Maybe looking to change the momentum a little bit. Obviously, like we talked about, CIU's dominated this game in terms of possession and aggressiveness. So.
We hit it out. It was clear.
See it?
If it was a shot, it'd be a goal kick right now.
Corner kick for JWI. Sails high and is headed to the left of the goal, out of bounds.
And ball headed out. It'd be a goal kick.
It'd be a goal kick for CIU.
Looks like a couple guys over there warming up. Might see a few subs here shortly for Coach Brindley.
CIU kind of taking control of possession right now. Gotten the ball back in the attacking position, now looking to strike again for this another goal. Obviously, CIU's up 1-0 with 28 minutes left in the first period. Oh, nice moves. Stolen by JWU defender. There's number 5 again. He's hustling, man.
See the back pedal. Well, at least we'll probably see that at least one more time. Always so interesting to me to see the physicality.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't think that soccer's that physical a sport, but it's up there with one of the most physical.
And with no gear,
sports.
I mean, there's, you know.
I mean, all you have is your shin guards. That's it. I've also noticed soccer's a lot about patience and a lot of action, a lot of scoring.
Yeah. It's a lot of work to score. I wish, Lawrence, I wish I could have played soccer growing up. My dad wouldn't let me.
Now, why was that?
I don't know. I think he called it the S word. We weren't even allowed to say it. So I don't know if he had a personal vendetta against it. But it looks like such a fun game. Oh, no-look pass.
The shot and misses high, just wide. Be a free kick for the Wildcats. Because as you were saying about your soccer.
I think it would have been cool to play. I think it takes a lot of patience, and obviously there's not a lot of scoring, so that element is a little bit different than other sports. Obviously basketball, even baseball, and it's like softball, volleyball. Like there's a lot more scoring traditionally. So, but if you watch some high-level soccer, it's really interesting and really fun to watch. So.
Especially when you get to the national scale, when you talk about the Olympics and the World Cups and stuff like that. It's very interesting to watch.
FIFA and all that.
We just had 2 subs come in for the Wildcats. Number 2 is now in Bubba Green, as well as Mr. Hart, number 10.
Ooh, there's that physicality right there. Sonny got.
Definitely looks like he's going to feel that one tomorrow.
Without question, and he's back up. The other interesting thing is just the element of flopping, in soccer.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if we've seen a ton of that yet, but that's always something. The gamesmanship of that is always something I found pretty interesting.
I think a lot of players like to use that to their advantage, try to get some cards thrown.
Ball deflected out by the Rams. Another throw in for the Wildcats.
Another throw in for the Wildcats.
Ooh.
That one hurt.
Yeah, that was.
And one more.
That's one thing I could never get used to, doing the headers.
Yeah.
With the ball.
Takes a lot of courage.
Takes a lot of courage.
There's a bongo 2 times in a row.
That one sailed into the bleachers.
And the 4th throw for the Wildcats.
A bongo 3 times in a row.
Ooh. Number 11 trying to go coast to coast and stolen. Picked back up by Marlon. Oh.
And a little collision there in midfield.
Definitely a big collision. And I think a yellow card is shown. Free kick for CIU.
That's a lot of contact there.
That was a football-like collision.
You think that deserved a yellow?
I don't know. I don't know if it was intentional.
No play on the ball.
Oh, no play on the ball. This just in, no play on the ball. There's Barreto.
Crosses into the box, right to the goalkeeper.
And crossed by Giuliano Maglio, picked up by Mason Graham, Wildcats keeper. 8 for 28.
Yes, CIU. Daniel, okay?
It's another header by number 5.
Put over for the Wildcats.
Ooh.
And shot blocked by Rafael Carnero.
Veteran move there from Canero. Barreto, I think, showed multiple times last year how skilled he is. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, led the team in assists, but in that midfield spot, super skilled with his feet. Probably going to be the foundation of a lot of things that this team does this year. Love to watch him work.
And Hazelay, not taking any chances on defense, clears it out for a Wildcats throw.
You're not kidding.
Just a reminder to everybody that we have tonight's special 8 under 8 promo. If CIU scores a goal under 8 minutes in the second half, all Rams fan receives a free 8-count nuggets, courtesy of our sponsor Chick-fil-A on Decker Boulevard.
I think the goalkeeper is down. Hazel Leahy.
Stoppage in play.
Obviously not good for the CIU Rams. Only right now have 2 goalkeepers on the roster, so
Lawrence didn't see quite what happened there, but obviously he booted that ball to the next century
yeah, I think
out
it
of
was.
bounds.
I think it was the contact after he
Okay.
cleared that. Trainer's attending to him now. Hopefully he's okay.
Corey Curtis back up.
Yes.
Okay.
Corey Curtis is trotting onto the pitch. Actually, Hazel Leahy came in last year mid-season because of injury to the starter. Now the assistant goalkeepers coach, Dom, for this year. Looks like it's maybe cramping. Looks like he's
would make
okay.
sense. Yeah, that's great news, and something we hadn't talked about yet was
Good to hear that.
these players playing in live game action for the first time. You're probably going to see a good amount of cramps. Just
Getting
kind of,
there.
especially in this humidity.
Yeah, getting their bodies used to it. Obviously, we're in South Carolina, like you said.
Yeah.
The heat is up there, but good to see Hazel Leahy still in the game, stretching it out.
You got to drink pickle juice.
Who's coming on?
Pickle juice.
Yeah.
Lucas.
You ever heard that?
I've not heard of that.
Pickle juice. There's a lot of the players that play basketball overseas, they'll drink whole jars of pickle juice before the games. A lot of places you play like Brazil, South American countries where there's not a lot of AC. They'll play in 80-degree heat with high humidity basketball inside. They'll drink a bunch of pickle juice before the game.
Not a fan. I'm not a big pickles guy. So
I'm a big pickle guy, not a big pickle juice guy.
Okay.
Can't say I would ever, but I mean that's would you rather have that or get a cramp?
Right. As an athlete, you wanna be on the field or the court, so a little pickle juice every now and then is not gonna hurt anybody.
I don't know if I've ever heard that phrase before. Till tonight. It's like they held.
I think they held Marlon Williams, number 44.
Williams over there?
Yeah.
Throw in for the Rams.
Nonetheless, another throw in for the Rams.
A lot of space on this side. Great ball there from Praise.
Not a good pass by
Ball played out
number
by the
10.
defense, be a throw in for the Rams.
Still throw in for the Rams, knocked out by the JW defender. Still a chance for CIU to score, crossed in and
Praise's
kicked
cross
out
deflected out of bounds. Be a
by
corner for the
JWU.
Rams, and Romulo Barreto moving
be a
forward.
corner kick for CIU.
Pretty good crowd here in attendance, Lawrence, for the opener.
Definitely a big
Love
one.
to see the turnout.
Bleachers are full. Fans are standing on the fence. It's encouraging to see. Ball's played into the box and a little scuffle for the ball.
Ooh.
And loose ball
Eventually
picked up
saved
by Mason
by
Graham.
the goaler, Mason Graham.
Throw in for the Rams.
Is that Lucas Galdino? I think he was that a sub? 18?
18 in, yes.
Lucas Galdino.
Lucas Galdino in. Another one of those defenders from Brazil. A sophomore, 5'10".
Here he is right here.
Almost fell on that touch, was able to keep his balance, and Praise has the ball, looking to cross it into the box.
That boy's shifty, I'll tell you that.
Ball's played back into middle and cross to the other side of the field, looking for an opportunity on this side.
Ooh.
Shot high over the net. Be a
Shot by
goal
Simpson.
kick for
High. Be a
JWU.
Goal kick again for the Wildcats.
Would love to see a goal here within the next couple minutes, at least in this last 18 minutes of this first half, just to add some cushion. I think it gives you a little more flexibility as a coach in the second half of an opener like this to maybe play
Right.
some more guys and not really gas all your big-time players. But we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. Definitely,
Throw in for the Wildcats.
soccer, as we mentioned, is really hard to score. It takes a lot to score. So having two scores on the board is what you like to see as a coach.
Without question.
But I know the fans would love to see a goal coming up here when we get to the 8 and under mark. So fans get a free 8-count nugget with
Without
the goal.
question. I'm not sure. Is it first half? Just second half.
Second half, just the
Okay.
second half, so we'll have to wait for that.
That'll definitely, I think, probably the safest prediction of the night would be that's the loudest we're going to hear the crowd. I
Definitely.
think Lawrence is under 8 minutes in the second half.
Under 8 minutes in the second half. A great local promotion we have here with CIU, with the Chick-fil-A's around the area.
Ooh.
Fans are definitely getting into it. A lot of the CIU midfielders are playing with a lot of control, and I'm very impressed. And not a lot of sloppy passes, not a lot of sloppy dribbling and turnovers, which is encouraging to see in an opener.
Throw in for the Rams.
See, they turn the field over here.
the JW strikers starting to play up a little bit, trying to cause a turnover here in the back end. Maybe get a cheap goal out of it.
Throw in for CIU.
He already announced it.
Okay, well, that's not enough.
Rams with the ball again, looking to attack. Praise
Good
with the
opportunity.
ball again.
Oh, don't do him like that. Oof. Goodness
Very
gracious.
close. Great move, but unable to score there.
They're going to have a long night with Praise over there, I think.
Right.
I don't know. Something tells me he's going to end up sneaking one in.
If not sneaking one, giving a good pass for one of the opposite forwards looking to score. Another opportunity here again. CIU continuing to be on the attack. Number 19 with the ball looking to score, and is kicked out by the defenders of the Wildcats. Another corner kick for the CIU Rams.
I think number 19, Jan Vozab, another freshman.
Yes, from the Czech Republic.
Got some big freshmen.
Right.
What are they feeding these kids? Huh?
I wish I was getting that diet as a
Yeah,
child.
I don't know what Czech Republic and
The Brazil, they're
Bongo
all
from Kenya.
right.
Yeah. These guys.
they're all being fed well and strong.
That's a interesting element, though, to something we look for. You know, I can speak for basketball and not a lot else because I'm not that smart with a lot of other sports. But it's always interesting to see the guys come in that are freshmen and how long it takes their bodies to develop because the game changes so much at the next level as far as what it demands from their bodies. And we always look for guys who are going to come in and have college-ready bodies that are going to be able to take beatings and stuff like that. And I may not be far off in saying that's probably applies to soccer as well. These two kids look like have already been playing college soccer for 3 or 4 years.
Right, and I think the overseas soccer element is a little different growing up opposed to here in the States.
Without question. Astute point, Lawrence. That was a really good point because it's definitely a lot different.
I know a lot overseas basketball could be a little different as well. I imagine if you want to talk about that.
It's more of a different I think more a different function as far as the way they play the game. I think it's more the sport overall is more celebrated in the U.S., whereas the sport of soccer is a little more celebrated and emphasized in a lot of
literally every other country.
Yeah, almost every other country, exactly. So it makes sense why these kids are coming in the way they are. I think 8 is Daniel Ospina. He had a great year last year as well. I think he must have come off the bench today.
Like we talked about earlier, Coach Brindley starting a lot of freshmen, getting them some playing time, so they can be ready for the rigors of the conference schedule.
And really, that's what's most important. These non-conference games you obviously want to win them, but what's great is just that these guys can have a chance to play for an actual something happened. I couldn't see it.
Yeah,
Did
it was very nice footwork and movement.
Okay.
Over there.
We're blocked out,
Yeah.
folks, on live stream. This right corner is a bit hard for us to.
Lakeland has the camera just right in the way.
Yeah. Come on, Lake. What are you doing?
Nonetheless, a corner kick for the Rams, hitting a header goal. The second goal of the season. Goal number 2.
Looked like it was Carnero.
It looks like Carnero. Yes, it was. Rafael Carnero with the second goal of the season with 11 minutes to go. And there's that comfortability you're talking about. Now you can kind of play around with the roster and get players playing time because you have that 2-0 lead.
Without question, and that was a gorgeous corner kick. Do you know who was on the corner kick there?
Number 18.
Lucas
Lucas Galdino, yes.
First-year player. I think he's sophomore. Yep, out of Brazil. That was an awesome
play.
Yeah.
Definitely caught JWU off guard.
2-0.
Just caught him slipping, right?
Caught him slipping.
First half.
Wasn't expecting him to throw.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to throw that. I think this might be one of the first throws by Lay
And advantage play
this season.
by the ref.
Somebody's down over there. I think it's. Oh, Carnero must have got hit.
Another opportunity for Praise. Dances around.
Praise Cowboy in the box.
Still the ball for JW. Or I'm sorry, CIU. Another shot on goal for Marlon Williams just left.
Marlon Williams just wide and left post. The goal kick.
It's like two
Stoppage in play.
subs.
Yeah, you mentioned it's probably going to be a lot of players dealing with some stamina fatigue. A lot of heat here in South Carolina at Sessions Field.
And you just, Lawrence, you can't simulate game action in any sport, especially one like this where you're running. We were talking to Coach Brindley a few weeks back.
Right.
I didn't realize how much these guys run in a game. I mean, these guys are running upwards of 10, 15 miles in a game.
Especially the midfielders.
Right, exactly. All over the
They're
place.
playing both defense and offense, so
15 for 44.
Without question.
it takes a lot of stamina for soccer. Looks like it could be cramping again. Number 4,
Yes, sir.
Rafael Carnero is up. Looks like he's going to be okay.
2 subs for the Rams.
He's going to be subbed
Coming
out,
on,
though.
Number 15, Josh Blackstamper.
On for
And number 16.
Number 15
Daniel
on for Josh. I'm sorry, number 15, Josh Landstamper.
I'm sorry. The only reason I knew it was because he just said it. Oh,
He said it? Okay. You turned it off. Cool. They can't hear me.
Yes, sir. Oh, he was already in there.
Number 9. Yeah. Also subbing on for the Rams. Number 9, Juan Ospina in for Rafael Carnero.
ooh. Looks like he almost lost his footing there,
Yeah.
though.
Be a free
Right?
kick for the Wildcats.
I don't know if that was a foul.
Just a reminder, it's important for fans to stay hydrated, so please visit the concession stand.
Not sure who that is for JWU there, but must have been the guy that got knocked down.
Right.
Can't see his number. He's got his shirt pulled up. Like Ezekiel Elliott. number 6. Hey. Number 11, Praise Cowboy. He's going to be fun to watch this year.
Definitely
going to have an expanded role with, I forgot his name again, but whoever. Raheem Gordon. I don't know why I can't remember that name. I said it thousands of times last year, but definitely going to have an expanded role this year. Appreciate you, Lawrence.
Yes, sir.
Always got my
Throw
back.
into the Wildcats. An illegal throw at that. No limits for the cross.
I'll tell you what,
save by
Mason
JW.
Graham's going to get his work in tonight.
He is.
I mean, he's just getting left and right, hit left and right.
And it's only the first period. A lot of attacks on goal for CIU.
Good defensive play back there. Be a throw in for the Wildcats.
Potential and opportunity for JWU to get a score on the board before the half.
Ooh, don't know how he got out of there with that ball.
And the shot high across the goal mouth, out of bounds, be a goal kick for the Rams. 7-minute mark in the first half.
Keeper's got to hop over the fence to get the ball.
Athleticism.
Hey, man, goalies are athletic.
I always found it interesting because they just don't have to run at all, which is pretty much what everybody does in soccer. But they can do that right there.
They can kick it far.
Yeah, they can. I mean, boot that. Oh, what a takedown there. See, that's the stuff, I like to see them not call that.
Right.
You know
It's just the game.
It's part of the
Let 'em
game.
play.
Wow. Great job keeping that in there.
Oh. Fancy move, but it's lost and kicked out
Throw in for the
by the
Rams.
Wildcats, throwing for the Rams.
Who's up for 16 for 17?
Praise with the ball, clear shot on goal, and he scores. Third goal of the game. We talked about it, Praise. He was going to get his opportunity, and he got it.
The footwork, though, I mean, that kid is so slick with his footwork. Everything is so tight. His ball handling. Like we said, I mean, we called it earlier, Lawrence, that we thought he was going to at least get an assist tonight, but
he got a goal.
There's a goal right
Good
there.
to see. 3-0 lead for CIU. I know Coach Brindley's got to be excited about this one so far, the start that they've had to this first half of the first game.
Without question. Without question. Like we talked about, this is about, I think, how you'd want it to go. So you can start to rotate these guys in. We've already seen him get 3, 4, maybe 5 guys in already.
Right.
And that's what you look for in an opener. There's a lot of contention around how you want to design your schedule. Do you want sort of these cupcake games early, or do you want games that are going to challenge you? I think this is perfect, especially coming off the year that CIU had last year to kind of really get a win under its belt and grab some confidence. Great job there.
Foul called on the Rams. Free kick, Wildcats.
And CIU will have 2 away games coming up in the next 2 weeks before their next home game. So this is a good opportunity at home to kind of get a win before they hit the road. Yeah, Johnson Wales obviously today, and then they play Carolina University in Winston-Salem on August 28th. And then on September 6th, they play Bruton Parker College in Mount Vernon, Georgia, before they head back home on September 11th to play Union College for their first AAC game here at home.
would love to see them come into that AAC opener 3-0. I think build this confidence through these first 3 games. And this team, you know, I don't think a lot of people. I think a lot of people. I wouldn't say are sleeping on this team. I think they were ranked. What was it, 7 or 8 in the preseason?
Yeah, 7th or 8th in the preseason poll.
But I think people are a little bit asleep as far as just there wasn't enough of a sample size last year. We didn't have all their players.
Right.
And I think these guys could really make some noise once we get later into the season in
and I know
October.
I know some coaches aren't really into those preseason polls because they really obviously don't mean anything.
Sure.
But talking to Coach Brindley earlier, he said that he was actually kind of glad that they were ranked this low, giving them some extra motivation headed into this season.
That's billboard material, locker room material.
Right.
Put that up on the
the wall.
Yep.
They picked you at 8. Now prove them wrong, and obviously they're showing that right now with 3-0 lead against a Johnson and Wales team.
Hey, that boy.
Pass interference.
That's Mozab is a strong kid. He is a really strong kid, and I feel like that was Lawrence. You ever heard the argument that LeBron James doesn't get the foul? Like he should have more foul calls, and he doesn't get them just because he's big.
He's just big. Yeah.
I feel like Mozab in that case, he's just big. So why are they penalizing? him for just being big? I mean, he's just stronger than all these guys.
I completely agree.
They're all little fellas.
They got to up their weight class.
Let's not have a weight room over there. Sorry. I think they're traditionally
Coming up on 2 minutes left in the half. Both teams looking for a last-second opportunity before halftime.
Throw in for the Wildcats. And another one.
Ooh. Beautiful ball there.
Crosses back over the field to Praise, who scored the last goal. Looking for another opportunity to score again before the half. Wisely decides to back up and make a pass, hold the ball. Wait for his other teammates.
1 minute to play.
Promising opportunity for JWU. The Wildcats looking to score again.
Ooh.
Ball placed well, but the goalkeeper, Hazel Lay,
Picked up by Hazel Lay.
is there. 30 seconds left in the half. CIU will probably hold the ball.
There, Sonny.
Sonny with the last second.
10, 9,
10 seconds
8,
led, and
7, 6, 5,
the half will end with the score of 3-0.
1. And
Corey, it'll be interesting to see what Coach does for the second half.
Yeah, no doubt. We'll see how he decides to work his subs in and kind of what his strategy is as far as that's concerned. But like we said, perfect position for them. We'll see how they play the second half. Excited for it.
Exciting. 3-0 lead for the CIU Rams. We'll be back for the second half in 15 minutes.
Give it up for the Rams.
We are back for the second half for CIU versus JWU. CIU's up 3-0 to start the half with possession. We talked about this earlier, but a great start to the season, 3-0. Exactly what coaches would want to see from their squad in an opener. See if they can continue that momentum going into the second half to finish out the game.
Without question, Lawrence. Looks like we got most of the starters back in. Looks like maybe a couple of the subs we saw in the first half. Couldn't have scripted it any better in that first half. Hopefully the second half follows suit. I think the perfect closing would be a goal in the 8 under 8. Send the fans home happy.
Send them home happy.
With a W.
With the shutout.
A W and a shutout and a, what is it, a Chick-fil-A sandwich? What
it's an 8-count nugget.
Okay. 8-count nugget. Oh, 8, that makes a lot of sense. Makes so much sense now that I think about it. 8 under 8.
What do you think Coach Brindley's, what was his halftime speech going into the second half? What was he saying?
It's interesting, Lawrence, because I actually had a conversation with Coach Brindley about how to coach soccer because it's very unique. You really can't coach from the sideline because the field is so big and it's such a big open space. You can't really yell and scream. So basically we talked about how his strategy for how he makes halftime adjustments and things like that. For him, in this game, I really think it's was probably more just a message of continuing in playing the same way. You don't want to let a team like this any breathing room. So obviously, JWU has some great players. If you give them a couple opportunities to score here, and they grab a goal or two, it could become a close game, which obviously we don't want.
Definitely don't want that.
With a 3-0 lead. So I think just keeping the intensity up, making sure everything stays crisp and clean like it's been so far.
For the Wildcats.
Obviously, you want to control the ball, give them the least amount of opportunities to score as possible, and I think they'll be A-okay.
Mistake-free soccer. I think the other part, I think it'll be interesting to watch as the game's gone on. Johnson and Wells has really amped up their pressure as far as the way their forwards are pressing up.
Be a throw in for the Rams.
Yeah, definitely trying to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, and maybe cause a couple mistakes from the back line of the Rams. So see how crisp they are, if they do in fact make any mistakes or if they stay pretty solid this second half.
Still a good crowd out here tonight cheering on their Rams in the season opener. There'll be another match here tomorrow.
Yep.
Also at 7 o'clock, the women's team will be in action against Edward Waters at 7. So if you weren't here tonight, I encourage you to come tomorrow.
Without question. Without question. It's going to be an exciting soccer season. Exciting time of the year at CIU. Love to see y'all out here. Hopefully we get another night like tonight.
Right. The main thing is supporting these athletes throughout the season.
Yeah, we got to give a shout out to you too, Lawrence. You got to tell these people who you are. Lawrence is newly hired graduate assistant in the sports information department, so he'll be working closely with Gordy Frierson.
Good old Gordy.
Good old, yeah. Gordy's that man in the athletic department, and if you guys were tuned in at all last year, you probably heard Gordy's voice, pretty monotone, not a lot of inflection. I'm just playing. That's my guy. Gordy's my guy. But Lawrence will be working. Yeah, we all love Gordy around here. Lawrence will be working hand in hand with him. So we're excited to have you on board, man.
Welcome to the team. Thank you. I appreciate it. I equate my job is to, if I'm doing good, to make sure that Gordy is the least amount of stress as possible.
There you go.
I know he has a lot of stuff on his plate. So if Gordy's not stressed, he's taking pictures right now. So I don't think he's real stressed right now.
He looks good.
Obviously, first game of the season, so we'll see. But yeah, definitely excited. Definitely excited. I've been here for 2 or 3 weeks, and the second week we went on a athletics retreat for the first time in CIU's athletic history. So definitely got accustomed and acclimated into CIU culture and the athletes very quickly.
Yeah. What has been your impression so far, just of the campus and athletic department and everything like that? Obviously,
I've loved it.
You coming from USC, right?
Yeah, obviously USC is a bigger school, a little different. But I've loved it. I love the tight knit community that they have, or we have here at CIU. And that's one of the things that kind of got me here. And then the opportunity to do a lot of things. We have a good staff here, and they're very flexible. Obviously, at a bigger school, you have people to do every little job, but you've got like student workers and stuff like that are working these smaller games. So I think that's a fun part about it, the opportunity that you have here at CIU.
And the offsides flag goes up.
For sure. You definitely have you get to wear a lot of different hats, whereas in other, probably at a place like USC, it'd be a little more specific work that you'd be doing. So.
Number 9.
But I've loved it. The retreat was fun. I got to get a little closer to the staff and the athletes. Had a lot of fun activities, a lot of good worship, and a lot of great sessions and speakers. So I look forward to some more of those retreats in the future for next year.
If anybody hasn't read about it, just go on the article posted on CIU Rams.
On CIURams.com
and read about the athletic retreat. It was amazing.
And a sneak peek, we're going to have a little recap video coming out soon.
Okay.
Not edited by me, but I did a lot of the pictures and the video. So that'll be coming up soon. So you also get a real look at how it was.
Yeah, up in the mountains.
Up in the mountains, no Wi-Fi, no service.
Different life up there. Different life.
Different life. It rained a lot, but we managed to still make it fun.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome.
One of my favorite things about the retreat was the first activity, cow tongue football.
Yeah, I've never seen anything really quite like that, that particular activity. But the funnest part was probably seeing just the enthusiasm of all the student athletes here. I think some people were a little bit nervous how, you get 300 students, a lot of them freshmen and stuff like that. How quick are they going to acclimate and participate and everything like that?
Right, and even
These
not
kids
just the freshmen.
Were amazing, yeah.
Not just
Everybody.
the freshmen, because like I said, it was the first time CIU's ever had something like that. So everybody had to kind of get used to, like, okay, what is this? Like, how do we do this?
What is this cow tongue?
What is this cow tongue football? So I think it ultimately, and we'll wrap it up with the retreat on this, but it ultimately brought the players together.
Ooh.
A close one for the CIU Rams. Almost another goal.
Cowboy just out of the reach. Good save by the Wildcat keeper.
Uh-oh.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely a little physical contact. That'll be going CIU's way.
Free kick for the Rams.
That's a big guy to knock down, though.
Yeah,
I wonder if he sold that at all.
Big guy to knock down. I don't know. We talked about flopping early in the first half if you didn't miss it.
Yeah.
Big part of the soccer game, but
Gamesmanship, just don't want to see too much of it.
right.
Ooh.
Heard that one in the
Yeah.
press box.
That was solid contact to the diaphragm.
Ooh. Wow. Okay, number 29. Is that Sony?
That's Sony. That's a lot of body gyration there. That
Right.
Looked like he was doing a dance.
He's a pretty big guy.
Uh-oh.
As he sprints back to the
Free kick for
the
Rams.
defense. Offsides by JWU. Free kick for the Rams.
That was going to be really neat opportunity for them there. One that they probably really haven't had so far, but offsides, obviously.
Yeah. Obviously, a little bit more urgency for JWU as they are down 3-0. But anything is possible in soccer.
Yeah. I mean, you could say that about just about anything. But
Right. Anything is possible.
35 minutes, still a lot of time. Stoppage right now. But still a lot of time to go. Hazel just obliterated that ball. Ooh. Gorgeous slide tackle. Who is that, Espina?
Number 8.
Espina, yep.
Throw in for the Wildcats.
I see a lot of new faces on the field. Coach Brindley getting into that depth chart and getting some experience for these guys.
Looked like it could have been a handball there.
Right.
Missed.
Oh,
Ooh.
the goalie definitely shanked that.
That's a shankopotamus.
Throw in for the Rams.
It's like a throw in.
Yeah, it looks like a throw-in for the Rams. Number 29 with the ball. Plays it into number 16. They rotate it back to the midfield. An attempt to cross the ball in, but sails out of bounds.
A goal kick for the
Goal
Wildcats.
kick for the Wildcats.
Like maybe 3 or 4 subs here for the Wildcats.
26.
Yeah, everybody's getting their playing time right now.
Yep, 6'4" Ross Garrison back into the game.
Number 26, Ross Garrison coming in.
And he comes in for number 3, Josiah Davis.
Looks like
10 for 7, 26
10.
for 3.
And number 10, Diaje Hart.
Diaje Hart is also in the game. Number 10, a forward, maybe looking to spark some goals being scored for the Wildcats.
sophomore out of Warwick, Bermuda. Where's that?
I have no idea.
Come on, Lawrence. You're supposed to know this.
Not one on geography. Didn't major in that.
You know what? Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty big geography guy. I don't know where Bermuda is. In the Caribbean.
It's in the Caribbean.
It's in the Caribbean.
Okay.
So you learn something new every day.
Definitely do. Berkeley Institute in Bermuda.
This is the Beach Boys.
A foul called. Free kick for the Rams.
A foul is called, and
And stop.
the ref is talking to the JWU player about the foul.
Maybe a little bit of frustration starting to kick in.
Yeah, definitely. With the lead that they're having to overcome, definitely can be frustrating. You definitely don't want to start your season first half down 3-0. So
No doubt. And you talk about halftime messages. I mean, Coach Croft over there with Johnson and Wales. I haven't really talked too much about him and probably what the message he gave to his players, but you can't get frustrated. It's your first game of the year.
right,
You're playing a team at a higher level than you. You
right,
got to just try to get better and grow as a team. So
Right.
hopefully, oh, wow.
Going in for 24.
A little bit too much contact. I like the idea, though.
I like the idea.
I like the idea.
Keep being aggressive and don't let up.
17
10 for 24.
17 freshly off the bench. Evan Ratzlaff.
Midfielder
I don't know
freshman.
if this is a thing in soccer, but it seemed like maybe he was just trying to rough him up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just got on the field.
It's definitely a mental thing, you know.
Just kind of introduce him to the game for the first time. But
I think a big thing about soccer is you also want to be physical. You want to show your dominance, especially on a team in a matchup like this. Sets the tone early, and they definitely did that. corner kick for JWU. Quickly kicked out. CIU on the break. JWU gets the ball back, looking to score. And to go back to your point about Coach Croft and his message at halftime, it's important to let the team know that, hey, this is why we play these games. It's the early part of the season non-conference schedule. You play these type of games so that you can learn about your team, learn about yourself, and see what you can do to get better in preparation for their season coming up.
Without question. Without question. And the biggest thing is to not get frustrated, because once, a couple guys, we saw the foul, maybe a little bit of a frustration foul. Once a couple of those guys start headed down that road, you start to lose the value of the game you're playing, and it starts to become a negative rather than a positive, what you could be learning here. Just praise with a little breakaway.
See if he can do a little bit more magic.
Ooh, it's a little give and go.
Nice little give and go. Looks to turn, possibly set up his team for another score.
Throw in for the Rams.
Be a throw in for the Rams.
Coming back on the field.
We got another substitution for the Rams. Eduardo Igor is back, as well as number 10.
Thanks, Barreto.
Romulo back into the game after a brief rest. And it is thrown into the box. Attempted header. Goes the opposite way. Yeah, he tried it. It didn't work out in his favor, but he definitely tried it. Great attempt.
Defense.
Wow, definitely
Takedown.
a takedown. We're not playing football, guys.
Foul called. And
Looks like maybe.
And a stoppage of play. Be a free kick.
Who was that? I see you're talking about the. Yeah, stretching a little bit.
Looked like maybe a little.
Another cramp here.
Cramps all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what, Lawrence? I was at the Ben Lippin High School football game on Friday night. For those listening, if you've never been on our campus, we're sort of attached to a high school, Ben Lippin private high school. But 5 consecutive plays, 5 players went down with cramps. Probably lasted about 20 minutes. It just happens. I mean, like you said, we're in this heat, humidity in August. I'm guessing. At least I'm hoping that's what this is.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not anything too serious. And he's helped up by the training staff. Good to see his teammate, goalie Hazel, is also there to help him up.
And Michael is up and stepping off the field.
And 28 minutes remaining in this one. CIU Rams up 3-0 against the Johnson Wales Wildcats.
Seti, who is coming in for you? Did Danny come back in? Or was he already on?
Ospina? Might be Ospina there coming on for.
Number 8,
Yeah,
Danny
it's
Ospina coming in for Michael Labongo.
Pretty good debut, though, for Obongo. He's done a great job there on the
Is that the
defense.
The guy with the back pedal?
Yeah,
Yes.
backpedal, yep.
Yeah, he's had a great game.
Michael Backpedal Obongo. That's
right.
going to be his name from now on.
You got to change that on the website.
On the website, yeah.
And Sonny just a little bit offsides. Free kick for the Wildcats.
A lot of subs going on right now just to get some fresh legs in the game. Don't want to overuse some players right now, especially with a comfortable lead for the CIU Rams.
No doubt. There's a WWE takedown from
Right.
Espino.
And he falls again.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, he sold that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves an Oscar for that one.
Right.
Yeah, I do wonder if it'll look like Cobway's offsides there.
Offsides flag is up again.
Would have been a great run out, but offsides. It'd be interesting to see how long Coach Brindley lets some of these core guys stay in, or if sometimes I don't understand as much about soccer as I do about basketball, but I would figure you kind of want to get some of like Carnero and Barreto, some of these guys.
Some of these guys in the midfield, especially.
Yeah,
Sub them out a little bit. Get them some rest.
Definitely, I mean, it was still a little under half hour left in the game, I guess.
Right.
Just be interesting to see how it.
I think he's trying to be safe. Don't want to give up a cheap goal here and there, and then bring some life back into JWU.
There's Cobway going up. Praise. Cobway off there.
Praise has had a great game so far. Obviously, he scored the third goal of the game.
Jeez.
Early in the first half.
Another offsides there called on the Rams. Free kick for the Wildcats.
Jay Sub 22 going in for 21.
Sonny with the ball. Passing it back to number 4. Trying to get something started here. Potentially to score another goal.
Great win there.
23 going in for 6.
A lot of good tight passes. Controlling the ball. Making sure there's no turnovers.
Here's Vozeb.
Ozeb with a nice touch. Oh, he might be limping a little bit. I think he got maybe kicked, cleated in the shin. Hopefully he's okay.
Isn't that what the shin guards are for?
They are. I guess they're not big enough. I mean, you see how big he is.
Yeah, that probably just covers about
right.
half of his shin. Hopefully not another offsides here. Okay.
An opportunity to score on goal. Nice move inside. Is kicked out of bounds by JWU. It'll be a corner for CIU. Another opportunity to score.
8 going in for 26.
JW starting to use their bench a little bit more. See if they can get a spark to put some numbers on the board.
Looks like this is number 8, Shane Barton.
Mm-hmm.
Local product, Lexington, South Carolina, River Bluff High School.
See if he can do something in his home
Wonder if he's
area.
got any family here?
Right.
Looked like he went to transfer from Spartanburg Methodist. So
Okay.
A lot of familiar names in that player profile.
You throw in for the Rams.
Shane is the only person from this area. Everybody else is from North Carolina. We have a player on JW's team from Mount Pleasant. But other than that, I don't really see anybody from this area. Obviously, Johnson and Wales is located there. That campus is located in Charlotte,
There's a bunch
North
of them,
Carolina. Yeah, I think there's 2 or 3.
Okay. I know there's one in Rhode Island.
Almost another goal. The goalie lays out. Shot just wide of the right.
Love that effort
Post.
from the goalkeeper there, Mason Graham.
Great effort. Not trying to give up any more goals. But it will be a corner kick for the CIU Rams. 23 minutes left in the second half. CIU looking to close out what looks to be a great start to the 2021 season. Shot on goal is shot left.
Oh, heads up there.
Yeah, watch out for those students walking back.
You got to be aware, guys.
Got to be aware on that
Coming
side.
out to the games, you got to have your head on a swivel.
Multiple substitutions for the Wildcats.
Obviously, a lot of people haven't been to back here in CIU's campus, but the student housing is right next to the soccer field. So
Pine View, yeah.
a lot of those students are walking back and forth.
15 going in for
That girl almost got pieced.
She almost did. Luckily, it did not hit her. No casualties on the play.
And they're still standing there.
Still standing there, not even paying attention.
And Giuliano Malio also back on the pitch.
There's Barreto.
Another opportunity. Oh, offsides. Okay.
Offsides flag was up.
Offsides by number 15.
Is that Locke Stanford?
Yeah, I'm glad you pronounced that name
try
this
it a couple
time.
times. Say it
Lock
three
Stanford. I
times
got
in
it.
a row.
I got it this time.
That's one. Say it 2 more times.
Lock Stanford.
There you go.
There we go.
We're gonna get it, folks.
We're gonna get it.
We didn't get the scrimmage to, that was
To
gonna be our
practice
dress
those.
rehearsal.
You got 4 years.
He's
He's a freshman.
a
Right.
freshman, so yeah. Maybe we'll get it by the end of this year.
We'll definitely get it. We'll definitely get it.
It's just the grammar is.
We didn't get a
Locke Stanford.
pronunciation guide for this game, so we're kind of winging it. Sorry to the parents if we pronounce your
There you go.
your
Yeah.
son's name wrong. We apologize in advance on behalf of CIU Athletics.
There you go.
yeah, 7 for 9.
Gosh, I wish I could kick a soccer ball like that.
A tough touch to catch
Wildcats throw and a substitution. A couple more subs for the Wildcats.
for number 20. Is that 21?
Yeah, but Giuliano.
For 19 and 7 for 9.
The only reason I'm never gonna miss Giuliano
Manglio.
is he runs CIU intramurals,
Uh-huh.
so had a lot
Okay.
of interaction with him. Giuliano's a great kid, so excited to see him out here for I think his junior year,
17 or 7
junior
for 9.
season.
And he started, I believe,
Juan
yep.
Santana, red,
Yeah,
coming
junior.
back on as well.
Junior.
Yeah, really solid.
Junior
kid.
from Ontario. Ooh.
There you go, Locke Stanford.
The Rams throw.
Physical contact on the play leads into a Rams throw. Pass it back to their defender, to the goalie.
Should see a pretty patient attack here this last 19 minutes.
For sure. Coming up on that 8-minute mark.
I want to see that kind of turnover. Ooh.
One of the first shots for JWU in a while, but goes straight at Hazel Leahy. Picks it up, and
The 8 under 8 is coming in about 12 minutes. If
the
CIU
PA announcer
scores a
just
goal
announced
in
the
the next
8
8
under
minutes,
8 is
all
almost
CIU
here.
Fans will get an 8-piece chicken nuggets courtesy.
If the CIU Rams score under the 8-minute mark of the second half of the game, anybody who attends this game gets a free 8-count nugget.
You know what, Lawrence? I think
Stoppage of play.
we might need to put in a word to the higher-ups and make it anybody also viewing the game.
Right, viewing the game for you guys
So I
that are
don't know
watching this
how-
live stream.
I don't know what would go into that.
Right.
But Scotty Grigsby, we're going to have to make that happen.
At the very least, the people working the game should get the 8-count.
Looks like we may
I mean,
have
I will say this. I do work at those Chick-fil-A, so I could probably get an 8-count.
Okay. Lawrence,
But-
soft flex.
Darren, you need to go.
No.
We got a stoppage in play here. I think injury on the far side.
Injury on the far side. We've had a couple of those injuries.
Can't tell
Hopefully
who
they're
that
not
is.
too serious. I can't tell who that is.
Who is it?
18.
Lucas Galdino looks to be injured on the play. Sophomore from Brazil. We've had a couple of small injuries, looking like cramps. Hopefully they're not too much. It is 82 degrees here in Columbia, so that's definitely playing a factor in
Like Lucas Galdino
this match.
working out some cramps or a slight injury. Hopefully he's fine.
Looks to be okay. Stands up and walks off the pitch.
Hydrated his hair. That's important.
It'll be a throw in for the Rams
And we'll resume play with a Rams throw.
as we resume play. Not a lot of action here so far. Obviously, we had 3 goals in the first half. Not a lot of action so far. What do you
Rams
think
throw.
that's a testament to, Corey?
Well, I think from our perspective, the CIU perspective, stop making me laugh. Some of these folks up in our booth don't really respect my soccer opinions. Wow, that was a heck of a collision there with the goalie, but some of the people up here just don't respect good
Specifically
soccer,
Lakins.
good soccer takes. But from our side, I think it's just probably just natural to kind of have a lack of aggression when you get up that by 3 goals in the first half, and players know when you're playing a team that's at a lower level than you, and so I think naturally this is kind of what happens.
Mhm.
I think easily we could probably have scored a few more goals if we were a little more focused. But the main thing I was looking for was just our focus and attention to detail as far as controlling the ball and crisp passes and not giving opportunities to JW that are unearned.
Nice
Right.
cross from Brian Mullen out of the reach.
And it is encouraging to see. I know the fans are happy. Last year,
Wildcat throw.
and talked to the coaches and people around the organization, the main thing was trying to get some goals scored. It might have been a little bit of a struggle last year.
Yeah.
So getting 3 goals on the board to start the season is certainly promising for the season ahead.
Without question. I think that's the biggest, probably going to be that was gorgeous athleticism there.
Right.
For number 7. But is going to be that offense. I think the
Ball carried
defense,
out by the Wildcats. Defense
especially with
throw
the
in
addition
Rams.
of, I can't remember the kid's last name now, Michael Abongo on the back line. I think the defense and Hazel now being a sophomore,
Rams.
I could see them being pretty formidable. I think the questions are going to come
Eduardo Igor stepping
from
up.
that. If they can fill the shoes of Raheem Gordon, and
Right.
that'll have to come from multiple places. Johnny, obviously, unfortunate that he couldn't play in this opener, but we'll see him a lot in that forward position.
Right.
Praise Cobway, and then some of these other guys, they're going to need help from the midfielders as well, Barreto and Ospina and some of these guys. So we'll see how it goes. But that'll, like you said, Lawrence, I think it's probably the biggest question mark on this team. I think the defense is going to be pretty solid all year.
Yeah, it's the name of the game, scoring. You got to score, whether it's 1 goal or there's 2 goals.
Like a yellow card here. Barreto.
Yellow card is given to Barreto, I believe.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit upset about the call and just kind of booted the ball away from the spot of the foul, and
Not something we want to see, obviously, but
I guess that warranted
a yellow.
It's interesting though, because does that card look yellow to you?
Neon yellow, maybe.
Yeah, I guess neon yellow. It's just odd seeing the official's yellow uniform and then that.
Right,
It
and
looks-
then the
looks-
card.
It's more like a green card.
Right. Obviously, we don't want to see red cards, but I think the red card's very distinctive.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't.
A
see
shot
any
on
less.
goal for JWU. Hard right.
Towards that end. Wildcats throw.
Is that 7 for 18?
Ooh.
Oh, great slide tackle to take the ball away from the forward.
Oh. Down he goes.
Down he goes again.
Play. Looks like
I think it's Carnero.
Dealing with some cramps.
Cardell. Yeah, cramps have definitely been a topic of today.
Who's coming in?
7 for 18.
Also, another shout out to our new athletic trainer GAs. We got a bunch of them here, but I think is that Bree working this game? Brieja White. Sorry, apologize, Brieja. I didn't know your last name, but new athletic trainer Brieja White, dealing with her fair share of
Right, definitely
cramps.
been active
Yeah.
today.
But she's done a great job. That whole athletic training staff always does an amazing job here, looking after all of our athletes.
29, 4.
Looks like we're gonna have a bunch of subs.
I think Coach Brindley sees that the players are starting to cramp up a little bit. He's trying to rotate them a little bit
Substitutions for the
to
Rams.
keep
Coming
it
in,
from
number 7,
being a little bit
Watson.
more serious than it can be.
Mangino, I think.
What was it?
Giuliano comes out, subs out as well as
29
Carnero.
for 4, 7 for 18.
And 29, Sonny Quintanilla back on the field for the Rams.
At this point, we're just trying to get to the 8 under 8.
Came on.
Right, at this point.
About 14 minutes left.
They need to be on. It's 21 on 3. Came in.
Throw in for the Rams. Number 3, Josiah Davis back on for the Rams. Excuse me, for the Wildcats.
CIU looking to slow it down here as we reach the 14-minute mark of the second half.
Ooh.
And throw in for the Wildcats.
Offsides.
And
Definitely
the offsides
offsides.
flag is up.
Wow.
Offsides, a valiant effort by
Yeah, Sonny.
Sonny to try to score, but he's offsides at the end of the day. Kicks it over the net. It'll be a goal kick.
Oh, that might. I can't tell who that is.
Goal kick coming up for the Wildcats, or a free kick coming up for the Wildcats at the point of the offsides.
I'm sorry, free kick, since there was an offsides.
It'll be interesting. Another thing to note, Lawrence adding Johnson University to the conference this season in all sports. So that'll add another, I believe, at least one more conference game to their schedule. And for most of the teams, it'll add 2 more games because they'll play them home and away. But as far as the conference is concerned, I haven't heard a ton, but I think the conference is going to be Appalachian Athletic Conference. It's going to be pretty strong.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things.
Men's and women's soccer. So, there will be some big games along the way. I think Reinhardt. We're at Reinhardt, so that'll be a big game. Tennessee Wesleyan is always really good.
Right.
So they'll come here late in October. So it'll be interesting. I'm actually really curious to see how this CIU Rams team
Rams, free kick for the Wildcats.
stands up against against some of these really good teams in the conference.
Right. We got a yellow card here, resulting in a free kick for JWU. The Wildcats looking to
Build the wall.
score again, and yes, CIU built a wall to protect the goal.
I've always kind of wanted to be a part of that wall.
The wall, let the ball just come right at you.
Yeah,
No
I
reaction.
feel like it would be. It's almost like an adrenaline rush.
Right. Definitely have to be tough to kind of sit there and let it hit you.
See what happens here. Oh,
Free kick is played over the net.
Be a goal kick.
Be a goal kick for the Rams. Hazel A has not had a lot of action today. I think that's pretty good.
hasn't had a lot of action, but has done. I think he's played a good game for what he's been given. Obviously, he'll be challenged a lot more with some of these better offensive teams
Right.
in the conference and stuff like that. But yeah, good. I'm just happy to see him healthy. I'm a little bit nervous there in that first half. Obviously, I think it was just cramping, but
Right. There's been 10 shots on goal for
Free kick coming
the
up.
Rams
Here.
and 4 for the Wildcats. So that's a testament to the aggression that CIU has shown this game. And it shows with the 3-0 lead that they currently have. 10 minutes left in the second period. CIU looking to close out a good start to the season.
Ooh.
And it's going to be a
Cross knocked out of bounds.
corner
Cross
kick
touchline.
for the CIU Rams.
See who takes it here.
No one looks to be going for it. I
Looks
think
like 16. I think that's
Daniel.
yeah, Monler.
I believe that's correct.
Monler. I'll have to get that name right.
Mondler. There we go.
Monler is confirmed.
And it's played into the box.
Woo.
Looking to head it in. Goes over
Nice corner taken by Brian Mallner.
everyone.
Ooh.
Look, that might be.
And the ball goes out.
Thought for a second there might be
Goal
a
kick.
penalty there, but
Yeah, in the box.
goal
It
kick
would've been just outside.
for the Wildcats.
And I will give credit to Mason Graham. Like he had, we were talking earlier. He botched the one ball that was right to him, and but he's been under attack all night. And if he goes through this whole second half without giving up a goal, I give
think-
him a lot of credit.
Yeah, that's definitely a success, at least in the coach's mind, to kind of settle in the second half.
Throw in for the Wildcats.
Looks like another cramp. Almost.
They might be stretching a little bit. It looks like players are kind of getting a little fatigued, obviously late in the game.
Sonny coming back and get play on that one, knocking it out of bounds. Be a corner kick.
CIU sub.
For the Wildcats.
Going for 16. JU sub.
All right, Lawrence. Here we go. 8:15 left. Almost.
8:15 live. It's about that time for some free Chick-fil-A. I know.
I think the
I wouldn't
crowd
be
has
upset at
become
that.
a little bit disengaged with the action, but I could see
We're at
them.
the 8-minute mark, everybody. That means if CIU scores a goal.
Yeah, and the
we
PA
go, here we
announcer
go.
announces, and there's a loud cheer
Each Chick-fil-A nugget.
from the fans. Under 8 minutes here at Sessions Field. A goal attempt, shot by number 22 from JWU. Sails high over the net, result in a goal kick.
And now the bench is clear and everybody is
39-1. Jimenez on for the Rams.
Nice header by the JWU midfielder. Ball's played close to the box. Hazel Leahy is there and is ran over.
Yeah. Okay. What's up?
Ran over by the JWU players, and he seems to be injured. Not a smart play by the JWU.
That's exactly
forward.
the kind of thing you don't want to see this late.
Definitely don't want to see that in the game.
And you saw Ospina get right in his face immediately.
Right.
It's almost
Uncalled
like a
for.
quarterback, I think, in
Yeah, you definitely want to keep your goalies healthy and untouched. So.
Oh man, really hope
that's
this
not
isn't
good.
anything serious.
And he did have a little bit of cramping earlier, we think, early in the game. So hopefully.
22. That was Victor Lucero, sophomore. It's a close play. Look, I think he's gonna be all right.
He should be good.
He took a lick there.
He took one for the team for sure.
But
looks to be okay.
I don't know if he could have stopped. Oh no, that was number 3. My bad. On JW is Josiah Davis.
Josiah Davis.
I feel like he could have held up a little bit. I don't know. Did that look intentional to you?
It didn't look too intentional. Obviously, he didn't try to stop, in my opinion.
Yeah. He definitely didn't make an attempt to stop at all.
Right.
You would have liked to see him slow down and maybe try to catch him. He just ran him over.
Right.
That was like, you remember Madden, the truck stick? That's what it looked
Yeah, it looked exactly like that. The good thing is he is back on the field and okay.
He's got the wind knocked out of him. Get him some water.
Should be all right.
I always found that interesting. Why do they try to give people that get the wind knocked out of them, they try to give them water?
I don't know.
They just need air, right? I don't know.
They just need the rest.
Yeah, they just need to
take a little breather.
Suck some wind real quick,
right.
and they'll be fine. All right, guys, let's get a goal here. 5 minutes left.
5 minutes left. Fans want that 8-count chicken nugget. I do too.
Look
so
like it, Lawrence. These fans are a little bit disengaged. I was expecting a little more, to be honest.
A little more.
I mean, you do 8 nuggets times how many people are here. That's a
right.
lot. That's a lot of.
That's a lot of nuggets. And those nuggets aren't cheap.
No,
they aren't.
Yeah, no, I know you. You're the. Are you the nugget guy?
Oh no, I'm in the front. I don't make the food,
okay.
But
you're the hospitality.
Yeah, hospitality.
You look
my
like
pleasure guy.
Kind of guy. Yeah, my pleasure. I take it. All right, let's get a goal here.
JW with the ball fires it over the net.
Goal kick for the Rams.
Another goal kick for the Rams.
All right, Ram fans.
Hazel getting a little bit more action today, or this half. Excuse
there
me.
we go. Rick Swift on
as the PA announcer is ready.
Getting everybody
motivated for that 8-count nugget.
Yeah, 8 under 8. Yeah. Here we go. Lock Stamper. Legs taken
Slide
out.
tackle. Looks pretty clean.
CIU sub.
Play close to the line.
Nice defense by Sennington via throwing for the Wildcats.
Good defense, but still a throw-in for JW.
12 coming in.
CIU with the ball.
Ooh.
A play to potentially score, but the goalkeeper clears it.
Throw in for the Rams. And substitution.
Result in a throw-in for
12,
CIU.
coming in for 10.
More substitutions. As Coach Brindley rotates his team in his last 3 minutes.
Another throw for the Rams.
Nice header. Ball's played high in the air, just outside the box, and now enters the box. Kicked out.
And a foul called, free kick for the Rams.
Foul called on the CIU side. Be a free kick for the Rams. Looks like Hazel Lay will take the free kick, the goalie. Coming up on 2 minutes. What's been your takeaway so far, Corey, from this matchup?
No, I think this is, like we talked about. I mean, the second half was a little bit difficult, I think, for CIU to
And the ball travels across the far touchline.
remain aggressive and kind of have the same amount of focus as they did in the first half. You come into a game like this, you got, as a coaching staff and as a team, you got certain goals that you want to accomplish. Obviously, a win is pretty much inevitable given the opponent, but I think overall, I think Coach Brindley is going to be really pleased with the play. Mostly just the lack of mistakes. You don't want to see any lack of attention to detail, especially down here in the stretch in the second half. I haven't really seen anything, especially from the back line. It just hasn't really been as
They look pretty stout today.
Yeah, as aggressive on the offensive end. So
Which would mean
see if here, minute and a half left.
get Nuggets.
I think all of us up in the press box almost want Nuggets more than our
More than the fans. I mean, we only got a minute and a half, so players don't look too eager. I think they're ready to wrap it up.
This
And
is the thing. You got to be aware, though. You got to be
right. You got to help the fans out. Almost with the goalie for the Wildcats
These
catches
are college
it.
students. They're on tight budgets.
Right.
8-count nugget goes a long way.
Yeah, 8-count nugget. And it's Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
It's college students are used to cafeteria cat food here at CIU.
Unbelievable. Ospina.
Under 1 minute.
Airborne there.
1 minute.
Wish I could see a replay of that.
The throw for the Rams.
I think the score is kind of starting to settle in.
40 seconds.
I still have
40
seconds.
40 seconds left. I don't know if we're going to get those Nuggets today.
We got to throw it right here.
Stay tuned for the game on the 11th of September. That's the next home game, the next opportunity.
Okay.
There's always another
No
opportunity.
8 for 8, 8 under 8 tomorrow?
We might have one. I'd have to check on that. There's going to be an 8 for 8 tomorrow, so if y'all want to stay tuned or come to the game for the women's game against Edward Waters tomorrow at 7. Maybe another opportunity.
9
And 10 seconds left. Yeah, it's over.
Lack of a little bit of lack of initiative.
Lack of initiative.
On the
But
part of the Rams.
they got the job done. They got the job done. They
question.
won 3-0. Glad to see the first home game won by the CIU men's soccer team.
No question, Lawrence. This is a perfect way to start the season. Hopefully this builds momentum as they head through these next 2 non-conference games.
Right.
And, they can hit this conference schedule with a lot of momentum, and we're looking forward to it, man. This is awesome.
Looking forward to it. I think that it's going to be a good season.
No question.
CIU plays 2 away games, and they're back home against Union College of Kentucky on the September 11th. So stay tuned for those. We'll be back with an interview with Coach Brindley. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. We're back here at the CIU Sports Network. The post-game reaction from the head soccer coach, Coach Brindley. Obviously a 3-0 win. Just talk to me. How did you think your squad did in play tonight?
It was great to get back on the field. It's been a long time. It was great to be in front of a home crowd. First off, so thanks everybody for coming out. And it was a good night. We have some things that we need to address and work on. Of course, this was with no preseason games. Our only preseason game got rained out. So it was great to get on the field and get a look at a lot of guys. This was the first time a lot of our guys got to play together. So it was a great night. It's always good to win. But we definitely have some things that we need to address going forward, and so we got a little work to do.
That's good. That's good. What's your biggest takeaway going forward? What can you use going into your next 2 away games?
So we had some great guys step up tonight. Some young guys that we didn't necessarily expect to step up. So that was always a positive when you get some good quality minutes from guys that you weren't necessarily expecting. But I mean, as a whole, I think the unit, we worked really well together. The boys really we moved the ball really well at times tonight. So there was some positives for sure to take away, and some things that we can, I think, polish up a little bit going forward. So.
Thanks, Coach. Obviously a 3-0 win, 2 away games, for the Rams, and then we'll be back September 11th against Union College, Kentucky for our next home game. So